Easy people, what I wanted to do today is how I would suggest getting like drum kits and key group sounds together with audio previews. Alright, I'm going to show you two ways. The first way is what you can do if you've got expansions or you want to put expansions on and like and you've used Machine Kit Maker. I'll put a link to Kit Maker on here. I'm going to assume if you've got an Akai 4, so you've got a machine, you're coming from Native Instruments or anything like that, then you're aware of Kit Maker. If you are, see the link down there. So I'm going to show you what that does. If I go to expansions, I go to a kit that I've took from Complete, because I've got Complete and I had some expansions with it. And what I did is I was able to create a preview for that kit from Complete. So that's a preview that I made, and because I was doing a lazy version, all I did is make another kit play the same thing. Truthfully, I could have just done another beat just because there's some other sounds on that, but you get the idea. And that was done in Kit Maker. The preview you have to do on here. So what you could do, if you've got time in this lockdown, if we're still in lockdown, you can go through here and you can go through all of your ones what don't have kits, and you can do them all. You can go through them and get them all and whatever. And that's up to you if you want to do that. Me personally, I'm a teenager now. I ain't got that kind of focus. But the other thing what I'm going to show you is how you can do a similar thing for drum kits or sounds that you want to use or things that you want to do yourself. So it's not long. No, it's not short, but it's not hard. So let's get started. That has to be there, because what that is that's a preview information what tells the software where to look for the sounds what are going to play these sounds here. And the second thing is you also have to make sure, as I shown here, see it says preview there. Let me go to what exists, right? So this garage one's there, and it's got the previews folder there. You can get it from accessing this from here. Quiet you. So in there is a whole heap of samples. Obviously that's not showing because I have to put it onto samples, and all the samples have to have .xpm.wav. The XPM tells the operating system to go look for that, and whatever that name is, it matches to the name of the kit. So I'll go back to that. I'll click off the kit. So whatever that kit is, so this kit here, kit agent, kit blah blah blah, it's going to look for that kit to give an example. So if I go to here now and I turn that off and I go into there, so it's kit agent 128. So I'll go into here, kit agent 128 XPM WAV. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Alright, so I've explained that. Let me do a quick one. Well, relatively quick. So I'll go back to there. Like I say, I always like to keep things neat. And I'm gonna go to what was it? I was gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make part for this. So this one was just a kit, what I used, it's not, it's not the exact sounds. And the other thing I didn't do is this. When you create in KitMaker, which converts machine sounds into converts machine kits into MPC kits. When it comes through with no colours, which is not that much of a problem. What is a bit of a pain, and I hope they do resolve this, is you have to go and you have to add colours. And now to do that, you have to go here and you have to bring that all the way down to the bottom, and that brings up the colours. And then I personally like everything off, so I know that what I'm seeing is all what exists on this thing. So if I wanted, I can go through these now. I can go, alright, then go single pan and call that green and this blue and whatever. What would be good is if they create presets, so you can just turn to a preset and it does that, because you have to do this manually for each kit that you're doing, which again, if you got the time to do that, then you got the time to do it. I ain't got the time to do that, so I'm just going to choose one and say, yeah, that's it, I'm done. One and done. That's good. So then, what's the next thing I want to do then? Well, I need to make a pattern. I'll make a pattern of whatever I think this is. So some kind of hip-hoppy, electronic-y thing, so alright, and then what I'll do is I'll make it 4 bars long, so I'll double that length, so it's 4 bars long. And then all you have to do, well, it's not all you have to do, but you have to do this. You go save, go to clip as audio, right, and remember this. Oh no, I'll do one more thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So clip as audio, track name. When I save this, it's going to be oraltrick-xpm.wav, and then all I have to do is convert the .wav, convert the hyphen to an XPM. Good lord! See, even when I'm waffling, it's a bit puzzling. So the other thing, what I'll do as well, I'll do a save. So that's going to export that. So now I've just exported that little loop there. I'm going to get rid of that because I only did that for there. The other thing what I can do now, because I've lit these up so they're all colourified now, and they were black and white. If I got a save and I got a drum kit, and I go back to my expansions again, and I click into expansions, and I go to the one of the expansion what it was, Astro Flutter, and I click here because I know it was that, and look at this, it's got the name, so that makes it easier. There's a few things what make it easier. Number one, it's got the name, so if I click that now, right, it would save to that, but I just want to make sure, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that space out of there, just so that it doesn't, just so that I know it's not going to get it mixed up with anything else. So oral trick, I know that's exactly the same. If I press save now, it's going to save this kit as this kit is back to that, and you can see there because it's saying do you want to overwrite yet. Now that's that, so I'm laughing, everything is back as it was, and that should be fine. That was just a drum kit, so let's check that. So I'm going to load that up again. Now two things should have happened. Number one, that one what I lazily did, based on the first kit, should now be gone, and this loop pattern what I just made won't exist yet because I have to go back and I have to rewrite it. which I'm assuming I've already done in this video somewhere. But if I go to load and I go here and I load this kit now, when I load it should load with colours, and it does. So there we go. And everything else is clear. So as you can see, it's not that straightforward because I'll have to go through all of these, and I've got this one, and I've got the machine one here, and all of that, which is it's a lot. It's a lot. So here's my version of doing that. Let's say I like this kit here, so I'm going to load this 70s DMB thing, or whatever it is, right? So let's say I've got that now, right? I would say this, make your own folder, and this is, I don't even know, this is where it gets a bit hard. Remember, you've got to make a preview folder, but you're gonna have to make, so this is probably better to do this on the computer. So I'm gonna just explain this here, right? Do the same thing, create a clip, use it as a track name so that you get the track name of that clip. So 70s DMB. Remember, you've got to get rid of all of the spaces. So get rid of that, get rid of that. Make sure that there's no spaces between anything, because if you've got spaces, it won't read it. So I've got that. The other thing what I want to add as well is XMP. So I'll do the minus XMP. As I've said, if anybody is still, as everybody's gotten, stop watching this, I don't blame you. It's long and there's no other way around it until somebody comes up with a way around it. This is the only way I can figure, so if you can figure something else out, please, I'm all ears. Right, okay, right, load. Let's go here, go back to my sample kit, on here, go to kits, that's that one there. Oh, it does work. Okay, there's a lot of editing here I'm going to do. No, I'm not. Right, as you probably saw, depending on how I edit this, right, couple of things I've discovered. This works, number one. Second thing is you can have spaces. You can have spaces. What's important is whatever you wrote this information as here, so I'm going to take that off, in the previews, whatever you have this exactly, it's got to be exactly the same. So look, I've got 70 space DN space B dot XPM. I just did that just to see if spaces would work, and they do, because I thought they didn't. And as long as you do that, it works. So I need to just come back out there. So like I said, back to what I says, personally, I think this is a better way to do it, is to just get the kits that you want, create the kits that you want, and then create your own my force kits. The only way you can do expansions, as far as I'm aware, is through the MPC software. If there's, I know there's other people who figured out ways. I am, like I said, I haven't got the time in my mind to be searching out there. I just try to find things the easiest way. So yeah, so that was an overview of how you can get previews. The other thing what I wanted to check, and I didn't check properly now that I'm thinking about it, is I don't know if you can do that for track presets as well. So I might have a look at that. In fact, while I'm here, I will have a look at that. So I'm going to load up funk beats, for example. and then I'm going to create a previews thing and see if all the track data from that goes to there. So I've got my funk beats thing. Right, so I've got that. I'll take off that, click. And then I'm going to save that as an audio clip and call it the track name. So, and then it's, I'm wanting it to save into my track presets folder. So it's that, and it's XTC whatever, but it's going to be the WAV, so I'm not bothered. It's Funk Beats WAV. So as long as that's in the right thing, that'll be fine. I'm going to remember it's XTK. Do you know what? I'm going to type it in now. I'll type it in now because I know it's XTK. So XTK. So that's going to be that .wav. So it's in my track presets thing. I've done that. So that's that. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but it's not showing up on OBS. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. Well, you'll be able to see, because if it works, then it's right. If it doesn't, then it wasn't. And that rhymed. So again, I'm going to create a previews folder to see if all previews are universal. So to load, I'll go to my tracks, right there, and it works. So there you go. So basically, I think I've talked about track presets before. Track presets are the actual clips or effects or anything, so you can set up something. So what you could do is you could set up an effect chain and everything, and you have it as track preset, and then you could do your vocal or your guitar riff or anything through it, and then you've got the preset of how that preset will sound with something on it. So that's brilliant. I think that's fantastic. Again, there are a few steps. The main one is the one what I showed on the picture. You've got to create a folder called previews and put that inside the folder of the things what you're going to use to preview. And remember, it's got to have square brackets on it. And then all it has to have is whatever that extension is. So the extension for a track preset is an XTK. The extension for a drum kit is a what's his name? An extension for a drum kit is a what is it? Oh yes, an XPM. Right. And now I've just realised you could probably do it for these XPL. So if you did XPL WAV, you could play something and hear what these are. In honesty, I don't think you would need to do that, but you could do that. And the reason why I'd say you wouldn't need to do that is because this is really, really fast. So you might as well just load up a plugin, because as soon as you've got the plugin, it's really fast. You just do that and you're on it. Do you know what I mean? We got there in the end. Like I say, to doing it for expansions, that's long work. I would probably do it that way round, of creating your own folder, and then all you have to do is just make it a hot one of them sticky folders, what they call a hot folder. You know what I mean? You make it one of these things on here. And how you do that is by pressing shift, and then you just press that, and that'll make that one of the shortcut folders. Yeah, that's it. Quick cuts, quick shorts, or whatever. So, because I made it quick short. So now that means, now I know that I can just go load my funk bass. I've got my funk bass thing here. So I can do something on here. And then keep it. Same with my funk guitar. Now I realise. Do you know what I mean? Then I could keep that. Same with my Grizz beat. So I go, oh, what's this beat then? Huh? Oh yeah. So I could do one at the tempo, and then I've got it. So yeah. So yeah, okay. Right, hope that's been helpful. It's been helpful for me. That is a discovery that I have to thank Chris Jones, because he was the person who asked and made me think, let me have a look into that. So, as always, like I said, stay safe, and of course, peace.